I'm Raymond. I'm originally from Illinois, South Central Illinois, and I happened to move for a little bit to Florida around, it was around Coral Springs, Florida, about 4 or 5 years ago. Um, I was working at a lumber yard, lumber company type outfit, loading trucks, and I didn't have the money to get a hotel room, so I just found a spot like alongside the road, but it wasn't. It was like uh, a state park type thing, but it was in the woods under a bunch of trees and stuff. And so we stayed there. It was me, my dog, and my girlfriend at the time. I'm in a 99 Ford Ranger, step side. Um, we get to our location. Uh, I just went ahead. My girlfriend gets everything ready, the bed and everything ready. I take my dog out to the bathroom. As I'm taking her to the bathroom, she's not barking. She's not making like, hey, there's something out there, but her ears were up. I had a feeling that somebody's staring at me, but it wasn't from the ground level. It was from the tree level. And I have a heavy presence of something big, something large. I then go back to the truck, and she even tells me that, hey, it feels like somebody's staring at me. And I told her, I do too. We were weird about it, but I was too tired. I was ready to go to bed. I then set up my dog, my little Chihuahua, for her in the front. I had the windows down, and I had just, we were laying down. I just plugged up my phone, getting ready to go to bed, go to sleep. And then it's like out of nowhere, we hear something, but it was on my side, which I was laying on the driver's side. And it wasn't loud like a big thud. It was more of a, like, hey, something's outside. It wasn't like, hey, something big or anything. But then all of a sudden, my dog, she comes, because the back of my truck had one of those sliding doors that you can, go in and out of, And you got to remember, I had like a little tarp, like canopy over us also. And I could look outside of I had like a window open. Well, not a window. It was just the part of it I had up that I could see out. And she comes flying through that little window. Like she just jumped through. She didn't have a hesitation and it's not only scared me, but it scared my girlfriend. And the look on this dog's face and her terrified and shaking, her tail was so tight against her body up underneath her, and she was cowering down. And we didn't say anything, and I went ahead and turned my flashlight on my phone, and we both were like, there's someone or something outside around our truck. And we didn't notice right away a smell that was like garbage. That's the only way I can describe it, because there's really no way of describing it. I mean, it was this foul odor that it was just horrible. But then we could hear it walking. And then at one point, I see something that it had to be about, the head was at least 2 feet to 3 feet wide. And if it would have been a bear, this bear would have attacked us. It would have jumped in and attacked us. And I don't think a bear in Florida is that big, because the way it moved next, because it had bent down and was looking inside. And then it's like stood back up, and it went on her side, the passenger side, and it slapped the side, but it like slapped it. It put its hands on the back side of the truck, and it like pushed my truck, like it didn't have a problem moving it. And that was the end of that, but the smell kept sticking around for a little bit. And then I waited for a little bit, and then I got up. But the fear that I had at that time and moment of all this going on was something that I cannot describe the fear to you. All I know is it was a new type of fear. A fear that I couldn't even gather myself to take a picture of what was there. A fear that I just can't, I can't even have words to describe the fear. It still sticks to me to this day. So that's pretty much my story. But like I said, nobody can change me from that.